Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 2. What did we talk about this week? We talked about Mbappe, Divine's boyfriend, and Chisom's man. We talked about the Nigerian culture. How
Who is so smart? Because I don't understand. Like I just analyzed
Mbappe
that
now.
now. Wait. Okay. I'll see
And what else did we talk?
my face.
Yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We did it while we're tired.
Next is what I'm talking of.
2020. Next week,
Next
that's a good question. We'll talk about NYSC uniform.
figure it out. Goodbye.
Bye, guys. So, hello. Welcome to episode 2. And so, before we start, we usually talk about what we did during the week. And so, I'll go first. I didn't do much. I just fought with my former landlord at the hearing. That's a topic for another day. Sleep, wake up, workout, sleep, wake up, workout. Um,
Your marathon, half of a marathon race.
that's true. I literally ran a half marathon yesterday. Did I almost die? Yes, but God is great. We thank God. We move on. Chisom, what did you do this week?
Okay. I had my clinicals from Monday to Wednesday, then classes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then business. Attended to my business. It was really a hectic week.
You have classes on Saturday.
That's just it. Yeah, actually I do.
Jesus Christ.
Saturdays. You see my eyes swollen? Next
I know about
week.
exams Saturday and Sunday. Oh, classes.
Here, sometimes Sundays.
That's crazy.
No resting days. So this is my nursing career. It's after my life. I don't know if I'm saving people or everybody. No, my patients needs to save me right now. Because it's okay.
What did you do this week, Jerry?
Survived.
I get it. Some weeks you just need to survive it. I get it, like mad. But anyway, let's talk about the main topics that are happening in Nigeria and in the world. Okay? And so, to start off fresh, the World Cup is about to end, Shibi. Shibi, you're following the World Cup now.
Yeah, it ends next week Saturday, I think. No, I think Sunday.
Time flies. I'm not really a football fan, but wow. Anyway, so did you people hear about our senator? Let's be name again, sir. We'll go find a name.
Senator Celeste
Amarilla. I hope I pronounced that right. Our beloved
Amarilla.
Wow.
Mbappe is my man, and I don't
Mbappe is who?
take any disrespect. My man.
Like sweethearts.
Because it's next to my heart. Okay?
Sure.
So we are definitely against whoever is definitely against him. Okay.
Sorry, Olodo uprising.
Actually, Olodo uprising in politics too. Actually, because what do you mean? Let me read what she said. She said, "This brute hasn't even learned to write. Instead of breast milk, he grew up sucking on coconuts, and the most educated creatures he ever heard were chimpanzees. You should have given him the middle finger, Orlando Gill, a colonized Cameroonian pretending to be French,
Wow.
resentful, newly rich, arrogant, and ugly. He was nervous and scared to death all game, like his whole team. They didn't even manage to score a single goal until they got lucky with a penalty. The only thing many of us blame the team for is not giving him a full-handed slap at the end of the game. I'm not even a football fan."
Mind you, just because they lost. And the only reason why they got that penalty is because her players were playing dirty. They were punching, they were beating, they were doing all sorts of things to the French players.
I didn't
And then
know
when
what
they finally got the penalty, they scored. They only got the penalty because he wanted to beat their players to death, the French players to death. That's it. They are
I
playing
don't
dirty
even
game.
watch football, but like, wow, you know, when see that's the thing about one thing that shocks me about coming abroad in Nigeria, right? Or at least back home for people who are black Africans
Yeah.
back home, it's usually tribe versus tribe, right? Everybody is black, and so usually
Yeah.
Yoruba versus Igbos, Igbos versus Yoruba, Yoruba versus Hausas, Hausas versus Igbos, Igbos versus. Do
I just
you
wish she's
get?
a racist. That's
And
just
so
it.
then you come to this abroad that we are in, and I'm like, which one is sucking on coconut milk again now? Is coconut milk not healthy? She probably watched Tarzan or something, and that's what she's using to bake
Like
That's approved
we're living on the
coconut milk.
trees. Like
swinging from
we're
trees and all that shit.
like you shouldn't have
But
given. Oh my god.
And you
it's
know
just
what?
I don't
Every
I,
time
I have to, I,
newly reached. Maybe they found out that we are no longer living in the tree, so newly
like
reached.
some
I
people
have
are
a
still
question.
shocked
If
that we are
Mbappe
free.
was not black, would she have still made this statement?
Obviously
This
not.
statement,
Obviously not,
yeah.
right? I mean, if you look at statistics, I like looking at weird statistics. If you look at statistics from the UK and all that stuff, people have said that anytime a black person in a football team misses a goal or misses some kind of opportunity, right? The rate of
When you're a black
violence
person.
towards black
Yes.
people is
Yes.
very high after the game. And I'm
You
like,
always
why?
have to be you always have to be on top of it. And it's not just about game, real life too. As an international student, you have to be on top of everything. Like you have to be the best. Your GPA has to be the best. You have to be your scores have to be the highest for them
The
to
day you
acknowledge that you are
flop
even a
and
human being. And even though they acknowledge you're a human being, they still downplay what you have done. They still put you down like, oh, this person actually does not have sense, while being in the same position
Acting
as
like it
them.
is a privilege for you to.
You
I don't
get
understand.
it's a whole different
If it
it's a
was
whole
that easy,
different
why did
level.
your players score a goal even with all the punching and beating?
And you are a woman that has first of all, you are a woman. Let's start with that. Knowing our history, we already have terrible history in a high position. And then you're a woman with power, and then you go in public and say that can't
She's
you
not
be like
just a
others?
woman, she's an indigenous
Be
woman. She's
can't
made
you just be like others? Be racist indoors, okay? We know that they exist, you get, but like don't come outside and
no
say that kind of
competence.
thing.
And it's not like, see, that's the thing. I mean, I'm usually for half for and half against having two accounts. One main account and then the other account for bullshit. Because
for
most people
trolling.
that troll, exactly, do it from their second
They don't
account.
use
You
their real
went to
face.
your official
Yeah.
Yeah.
political account to make this statement. And again, because of this Olodo uprising, she already knows that what she did is a very bad thing. And so she's now, instead of how to apologize and let
She's
it go,
she's
she's
now
now making it
changing it.
worse.
Did you read his response to her? Read his
Let me
response
read
to
his
her.
response to her. It said, Madam Celeste Amarilla, you are a despicable woman and unworthy of your position. You do not represent Paraguay, that country which has sweated, I don't even know, that how to pronounce it, sweated, God I beg, passion and
Be like,
honor throughout the competition. Through your recklessness and your brazen racism, the entire world has already forgotten the journey and the historic effort that your players accomplished during this World Cup, making way for an incompetent woman who gives the worst possible image of her country.
yes.
Wow.
I
And
like the
now,
fact
like,
that he
women
even started
already
with Madame
in
Celeste.
power. See,
Like
women,
he he literally gave her respect because of her position. But then going forward, he could not still believe that this is somebody that had power that said that kind of thing.
you're
Said
in
that
the
kind of
village,
thing.
you went to school.
Imagine a black citizen of Paraguay now. How are they going to feel that, oh,
Black
their
people of
senator
Paraguay, do you
is
know the
saying
history
that
of
kind of thing?
Paraguay?
I guess it, but they are black people there.
True, Sha. True, true. But
So how are they going to
not
feel?
Paraguay that did the ethnic. I mean, easy Argentina that did the ethnic cleansing.
Argentina. Oh.
It should be Argentina. Uh-huh.
Well,
But Paraguay, Sha did their own, but all these things is all about the degree or the severity of
the
the.
degree and the yeah.
But that's a
Mm-hmm.
topic for another day. But like, it's crazy to me because why? Because they refuse to shake your hand. How many white people are refused to shake their opponent's hands? Even in wrestling, there is this
Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When someone, first of all, let's leave race, right?
yes,
When somebody is already agitated and you have frustrated them throughout, like you're frustrated for a very long time, they don't want to be associated with you.
exactly.
You know how hard it was to play a match that they kept beating your players up.
At
Even
every
after
time.
he was literally celebrating their victory while he came and put his hand, like he stretched his hand for a handshake, and then he was too focused on his victory to even look at him. I didn't know what the goalkeeper did, because he did not shake his hand. He used the ball and he hit him on the back. Imagine you have
Mm.
lost and you are still doing
A
that even
child.
after losing.
That's little children
Even
behavior.
after losing, do you know how childish that is?
That's just disgusting behavior. Yes, your team lost, but I don't know. Players need to really learn about emotional regulation because it's not just about playing the game. Yes, your team lost and you're trying to be a good sport about it, but that was not the right time. Another team is.
Mbappe is the French captain, and he kept his cool throughout.
I get why you called him
See,
your man at this point.
no, because he has like a great leadership skills. Because he got frustrated so many times, and then he kept his cool. Imagine even the referee kept giving the French players the yellow cards. Why the people that are actually beating up the French players had no cards at
Had
all?
no cards. I didn't watch it, but I heard all
Yes.
about it, and it's crazy to me.
Yet
And then
you
she's
go
coming
online
out
and
and
you, and
saying
you
it's rubbish.
insult because someone has a darker skin. Like, I still don't get the hate. Like,
Mm,
this is just so weird, because that's
mm.
like, what?
You know, you
What?
know. Again, we really don't. That's the
Like,
thing.
that's
That's why I
embarrassing.
really don't fault black people that did not grow up in Africa. I don't fault them when everything they talk about is racism because that's really all they have known.
Because that's no, because like it's a normal, like, every day I walk. I'm African, and every day I walk out on the street, I am expecting at least one racist
Do
encounter.
you know what? Less than 5 days into my landing in Canada, I received I had a racist encounter. I was at the bus stop. Now, being an immigrant and coming into a new country, you will lose. That one is normal, right? I was at the bus stop. I was trying to figure out where my boss was. Where is he coming from? Is it from this side or is it from the other side? And I was cold, and so everything was just happening at once. And I can't forget it. This red pickup truck, because my bus stop was right at the stop sign. This red pickup truck, red Hilux, stopped at the red sign, wind down their windows. These are like white, rednecks, and they were shouting to me, "Go back to your country." One name I spoke people for them. Oh. I don't like, Kwara,
Really?
Yara, Bam, go back here. Do you give me the money? They were looking at me. I said, "Do you give me the money? Yeah, man, I will go back. Are you crazy?" I just landed. Yeah,
Me, I just
and
I
it
tell
felt like
I
I
tell
was the only crazy one at the bus stop. But
usually
I wasn't expecting it. I was like, I
you
was just minding my business, and then this three, I think they were three, four guys, like, because the truck was filled with like white people. I just said, "Go back to your." I was like, now,
Really?
now.
You never
so
even land
early.
where?
I just arrived.
You get, I just
Like,
arrived. So it, again, you know, coming from coming from Nigeria to, we have not experienced racism. We hear about it too.
we hear about it, and we were
But
sick of hearing
experiencing
about
it
it because
in
we've not
real
experienced it.
time is crazy. What do you
You're even
think
saying
what we have been going
you're
through?
going. See, let me tell you something. You're going way too far, like way too far in the past. A week ago, I was in a swimming pool with my roommate. Both of us were the only black people, and we were women. 3 to 4 white boys. I'm saying boys because I look like I was older than them. They look like high schoolers. They were in the pool. Do you know what they were doing? They were making chimpanzee sounds and making. We're trying. Me and my remember we're trying to
Ooh.
float. They were making
They
chimpanzee
play.
sounds and making the swimming pool turbulent. Do you know what I did? I ignored them. I ignored their ass. And when we ignored them and we're just dancing to music until they were gone, they just left. Because how would you see two black women? I'm saying women because we looked older than them, and all you could think of is to make chimpanzee sound. Like this thing is not from it's because it's learned. It's not from the younger generation, from the older
Even the
generation.
older
You are
generation.
teaching your children all this nonsense. I was like, I looked at them and I was like, I just smiled because I just left it. So this kind of thing that will anger somebody and then things
The
happen.
person
And
will
then you'll
flee
be
up
like,
and do
oh,
Like
anything to
we
that
need to talk
kid.
about the
Yeah.
racist
you know,
experience that we have had. Think about it. I'm like, are you guys for real?
you have to like you always have to be on guard. And it's
You
not
always have to
it's
be on
fighting.
top. You always
You
have
always
to
have to
do
The
be on
one
it. This
we
guard.
time,
experience,
the
the one we
guy,
experience in the Philippines is mainly once you pass the way that nose marks, like they bring up the nose marks, like
Like you are smelling or something.
another one happened to me
I
at
thank
on
you.
elevator. Me and this black girl, I can't remember if she was Nigerian or
Or
not.
you enter somewhere, they'll all leave.
In
You
school, we're
sit
in the
down, they'll
elevator.
stand up.
Oh,
Like
this
no.
old lady comes in and the way she clutches her purse, like,
At
hey,
first,
I want
my
it.
professor
And I'm like,
literally did that.
thank
not
My
like
you.
I have more money than you. What are we doing here?
mind you, my professor did that.
Do you want to go to professor? In my first year,
In
see,
school, calm down. In school, literally, like I can count how many classes that I had that I sat next to a white person. Why? Because every time I sit down, I would now have
Yes.
space and then another white person. Like they give me so much space, like oh, who is this very strange human being? Like when I mean space, that's how I made my first friend in this school in Health 101. I literally sat at the front, and because that was the only space that was there. And then like when people kept coming in, like the space they gave me, and then the black girl saw me and then came to sit down next to me, and that's how we were friends.
my
Why?
own is that
Because like,
I went to ask
oh
my
my god,
prof
it's so
question.
tiring.
I went to ask my first year. I don't want to mention the course. I went to ask my professor question after class. I take one step, I take a step, she take two steps backward. I say, waiting with this. I take another step,
Ooh.
I'm telling you, she took two steps. I say, ma, what's going on? I'm
What's
not here
happening?
to beat you. I'm here to ask. I paid
Like
for the
I feel
class.
like I feel like the black race is the race that has really like we have eaten shit and
We
still
have
eating
gone
shit.
through a lot,
Like
guy.
we have it's so and when people now when
This
people be
stuff
like
you're even talking of Bolivia. The first experience here in the Philippines was going to meet the dean of studies. Like, okay, your student, blah blah blah. She was on nose bags. She had to wear another one on top of the first nose mask.
For what?
Like it was looking. I don't
it's so
know.
when you see that kind of thing, you just get so
The
angry.
second one, like, okay,
Like it's so tiring. It's so tiring to be a black person. It's so tiring. Like you go
it
outside,
only
you go
takes a traveler that is here
that
to understand, like to understand
understand
you
somebody that has gone through, not somebody that has gone through like their state. Go outside and experience human beings
outside,
that
experience,
has that
you
kind of
know,
acceptance.
thank you.
Like
I
it's
put it
it's
to
Here,
you
so
it's
guys.
only,
Eh?
and you know, it's rare to see that.
I put it to you guys. See,
Anyway,
yes, black people are going through a lot, but do you know who go through a lot more, especially in the workforce? Black women. It's not talked about enough.
it's not even just work for us, Olivier. Generally, like life itself.
Do you know
Imagine
how
being a
many
woman,
times
first
I
of
have
all,
been
and then you're
called
black.
a man?
Just
And I'm like,
Olivier.
I'm a woman.
I lost a very good friendship. Why? Because she kept calling me a man. And the fact that I tried to explain that this thing is not just a normal thing, right? It's not just you calling me a man. It's you calling me a man that has history. Do you understand? Like historically, black women have been identified as men. Why?
That's why we
Because
are
we
seen
are
as aggressive.
we
Meanwhile, we
we
are
look
not.
stronger, we have like different ways of expressions. So if you call me a man, I don't find that funny. And I've said it quite a number of times. And they're like, oh, it's not that deep. It's not that deep to you, but
To
it's deep to
you,
me.
exactly. But to me,
A lot of people will see me, especially like young men. You know how young people are like, okay, I'm trying to like, try to get her number. And then the people that are around me are like, oh no, that's him. Why? Like she's not like muscular, she's like way taller, or like maybe her hair. And oh, what
Or
is that
her,
on your
that,
head?
yeah.
What is that on your head?
Oh,
Like,
is
oh
that
my
wig?
god, like is that your
Is
hair?
that wig?
like, what are we
To be a
doing?
black woman, it's something.
Tiring.
And people be like, oh, it's not that deep, like racism. No, it didn't. I know what
It's
I,
deep,
I I
oh.
see. I know what
It's
I see
as
all
deep
the
as
time.
the
Like
ocean.
you don't have a right to tell me what I see and what I experience.
Guy.
Like being called a man, I
The
feel like
people
that's
they
my
call,
trigger.
people
Literally.
like, oh, okay, it's a different thing if, oh, it's in jest, right? Okay. Now, my fellow Nigerian people can call me, my guy, how far? That's a different case. Or my man,
No, that one is
my
different. Like
chairman.
that's
But like, you're white person, or a different race, and you're calling me a man.
No,
Exactly.
because
yeah.
Now, if it is a man
you
that
know
is
that
calling me a man, I will tell you I'm more of a man than you ever be.
than you are. Simple. That's what I do now.
And I don't have a
Simple.
penis. Yet I'm more of a man than you. Do you
I'm
understand?
more of a man than you.
But if it's a woman, like, why are you calling me a man?
If it's a woman, I
If
get
I
so
call you
mad
that
because
now, you
how
will
dare
cry.
you?
Exactly. Black women are expected to swallow and swallow and
A lot
swallow
of shit,
and
and then
swallow
when we
and
react, it should be
swallow.
like, oh, we are
Oh,
reacting.
now we are not
Like
picking
why are
stereotypes.
you like a mad black woman? Why are you?
Exactly.
But you push me to the edge, and then you expect me to not
Exactly.
react.
And
That's
then you then
crazy.
confirm the stereotype. Is mad, is madness.
It's maddening. It's literally the former president, Barack Obama's wife. Do you know how
Do
many?
you know?
Do you know how
See,
many
let's talk
people
about
called that
Obama.
lady
Do
a
you know
man?
how many people called, even in Nigeria, they used to call her
Do you know how many
a
people call that woman
man.
a man?
Even in Nigeria. And I was like, growing up, I used to think
Up
actually
till
he was
now,
a man.
even
Oh.
up till
But
now.
now that, because again, children take things literal. But now that I'm grown, I'm like, now, why why did they call her a man?
Why would they call her a man? Like, do you know how annoying and
In
painful that
no
is?
way, shape, or form
And
was she a
and
man.
mind you, I've experienced it like with my really close friend of another race. Now imagine just like a
On a
stranger
yeah,
on a regular basis being called a man or being like treated like as a man. It's
That's true.
sometimes when you think about things, you're just angered in your spirit. You don't even know what to do with that anger. You're like, Holy Ghost, help me, Jesus Christ,
like you need
help me,
patience. And
because
you know what? I don't know. I don't know what it is about race. I mean, we're in 2026. Yes,
I think
things
that this
have
kind of thing
advanced,
is
but have they really? They have
they
advanced,
have
but they
Maybe,
have
really.
maybe
stayed the
their
same.
thoughts. We Nigerians. Once you go outside the country, you're hustling. You're always busy, and then maybe that's how they see their men. They are relating
You see this thing you're doing right now.
the
It's called
both things together.
excuses.
I don't.
Mm.
Called excuses because there's no excuse. There's literally no excuse for hate. There's literally no excuse for hate. And then they should
And they
educate
see it as
themselves.
normal once you react. Like, why you reacting is
Why are you
just
reacting? Oh
like,
my god! Oh my god! She's being so over dramatic. Like, oh my.
are you angry? Like,
You push me to the edge, and then you still want to script how I
play the
react.
victim.
You know what? Actually,
Always playing the victim.
I'm not
Always
going
playing the
to. I'm
victim.
not going to say because I volunteer in different places, but there was a child of a different race. I will not mention the race for privacy reasons. That called me a monkey.
Yeah. Oops.
I'm
Who
not
is
even
that?
joking.
Yep.
And
Yep.
immediately
Been
he
there.
did that, you could see the reaction, like the regret was immediate because my face, if you see the way my face changed, I was like, excuse me. Oh no, 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 it wasn't me. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. He called another child of African descent a monkey. And I was like, excuse me. He was like, no, 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 that's not what I meant. I said, excuse me.
What did you mean then?
I said,
A
excuse
child.
me. I don't know how old he
A
was.
child.
I
Let's
just want
just
to know.
keep that in
I said,
mind. A
excuse
child.
me. Excusez-moi.
Like sometimes I feel like we're not angry enough. Like we're actually not angry enough because
No, because once you ask,
it's a
it's their
constant.
country. Like they
You
can
get
just
they can
you
just
land yourself in. They don't even
that's why you
listen to
just
what
keep
you
taking in
say.
some kind of subtle insults, especially
Like it's
in the
abroad, you have to
And
workforce.
you
learn
could feel,
patience
you could
because there's
feel
some things they
the
will say you have to breathe in and out and just walk
See,
out.
that's when I was smaller. Like I used to think, why are African Americans always so
always so
like
angry.
violent,
Why do you
so
always
like always
so
so
this?
angry?
Why always so
And then you
that?
come here,
It's
you're like,
because of you people.
I understand,
I get
I
it like
understand,
mad. I would
I
like to
get it. I'm
apologize
so sorry.
to the
I even
African
started
American
apologizing. Like,
community
I'm
in
so
the
sorry.
diaspora because I never understood it. Because I have always been around people of my skin, and then I come, and then my professor at the waka, I was walking as she was walking back. I say, am I going to be
Professor
there? Are
My
cameras
professor
here?
literally said in class, oh, statistically, of course, that's what they usually say, like statistics. I love statistics. Statistics said, African American fathers are not exactly, in their family's life. And then locks eye with me. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like,
I
excuse
come from
me,
a loving
my
home.
father is I come from a
Are
very,
you
very loving
referring to
home.
I'm
me?
loved
My
at home.
dad is like very present in my life. Like some things that you just hear and like it's very tiring. It's like you wake up in the morning, you have to remind yourself that you're a black person. You have to like go to a store and make sure that
Exactly. You
everything
cannot
you
enter
are
into
picking is
certain
showing so that it's
spaces.
not be as
You
if
know
you are
what? My
stealing
friend
it.
was telling
You have
me,
to
my friend was
prove that
telling
you
me
have sense.
about
You have to,
because he
oh
was
my god, it's
working in
just
research, right?
mm,
She's a research assistant. She was telling me about um her experience being the only black girl in the lab. And I don't know what it is. And you know what? Funny thing is, I used to call her if she listens to this podcast, shout out to you, my baby girl. Mwah, mwah, I love you. Well, this girl, is more Oyibo than I am. All right, I'm talking. I used to call, well, I jokingly call her a brainwashed Nigerian, but obviously she's not. She's very Nigerian. But the accent, the whole demeanor, everything is just very different from me, right? Which is why I think we are friends. We're contrasting, but that's the topic for another day. So this girl is very different from me. Me, I'm too Nigerian for them. So if they are doing that one to me, I can understand. But like she's very calm, she's very cute, very not that necessarily quiet, but the accent is giving, oh my god, hi, my name is Lydia. You get that kind. And then she was telling me about her experience. I said, even you,
You they get experience.
even you.
the thing about it is that even though you surround yourself, right, with different races, right, you are still going to be, oh my God, that's even worse. Oh my God, the shit you're going to eat. Mm? Except for, of course, there are always exceptions to the rule. But except those exceptions, right, you're going to eat shit. You're going to
I
eat
feel like
shit.
we have
Because
a lot to say about this race thing, but let's you leave us 40 minutes. We have not finished talking about our experience. We in fact we have already started. It is well. Anyway, as an aside, you know what? Again, coming from Nigeria, I never even like it never really occurred to me that black people can tan until
And
yes,
I
what?
can tan, like
I
can
can try.
get shades darker in the summer. It wasn't until I started running. The places where I usually wear my running shirts and my shorts, I'm like 3 to 4 shades lighter than the rest of my body. It's crazy. Am I white? Have you guys experienced that
I
before?
I went swimming in the sun and I came back and I was just like, I wanted to take a shower real quick. And then I saw that the bikini line
Exactly.
was lighter.
Everything
And
is
I was like,
Oh,
child, I stayed in Africa for like
guys, oh,
19 years and this didn't happen. Like,
what's going on?
what is this? This is
And now my
new.
makeup is now looking like I want to do white
Okay.
face. Exactly. I can only do it in the winter. So that means I have to get two shades. One for summer, one for winter. Who has that money? That's the topic for another day. Chisom, you go.
I don't
Maybe
know.
about time or
I'm
My
not
summer.
an outside
experience.
person during daytime, so I have not experienced that.
Yeah. Because I expect that the Philippines would be hot. So
No, no, it's hot. But daytime I'm always
you know
indoors.
those activities are very different from ours. She's usually on the
Yeah, I
go,
don't go out during the
wearing,
daytime.
covering her on
Boring
hat.
lifestyle.
Yeah. Boring lifestyle on top of
Boring
how
life.
far now? How far? How far? Comrade. Choose to move how far?
No, no, no.
Who are
Only
you
what I've
whining? Or
experienced, which is uh
I say who are you whining?
no, I
Or
had
why let me not to why let me not? What are you guys doing next week, Ujari? Don't mind me.
I'm finally going to Chicago.
Ooh, Chicago, Chicago. Where did I hear that audio from? So it's one of those Hannah Montana
Small.
songs.
We were really small.
Yeah,
It's when we were really small.
I know, right? So, where are you? Do you have any itinerary plan for Chicago?
Kind of. If you go to, is it Chicago or Chicago?
Wherever the chi is, I can go.
Chicago. Exactly.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Well, I'm going to the Bean. I feel like if you go to Chicago, the Bean has to
The
be a
what?
place to go to. The Bean, there's this big silvery thing that reflects everybody goes to see.
Okay.
You're going to see it. I'm going jet skiing. Then I have like a museum, like
Eh?
to and just
Let go with you.
Please,
I
I
come
need
now,
a
let's
holiday like mad.
I said to go. It
I
feels
had a
relaxing.
road trip planned, but I had to cancel it because
Oh,
of money, obviously.
this is my road trip.
Jason, what about you? Any plans for next week, minus school?
Same thing with last week. Just leave the plan like that. They want to kill me.
Oh my god, that's funny. Do I have anything planned?
I'm not in school and I'm running.
How much planned for next week on?
This final year is not for me.
I can't relate. I didn't even tell you, Chiso, my work permit came in. So,
You're meant to put a clap sound to this.
welcome to the rat race.
But congratulations, girl.
And so, I don't really have much plans.
Finally, official.
Full time
Done.
scholar. But I only have 2 months holiday, and I plan on using this holiday well, but it is what it is, I guess. I don't have much planned for next week, honestly. Well, I have my friend's pool party to go for outside the city tomorrow, but that's it.
Like, it looks like now if I complain, what? And you're complaining, see with the both of you. I wish to be like you when I grow up.
You, Chisom, you. Should we open your yard here?
No, don't.
You
No.
where they go on top sheep. Why not? Please do.
Yo, like when last this I posted like life,
Anyway,
because life is dealing with me. Oh yeah, no.
anyway,
Sorry.
thank you guys for listening to our rants for this episode. Yeah, see you guys
Yeah.
next week.